If you agree that our treatment is not a medical act, please sign here. I carefully explained the precautions and handed over the consent form. The sales talk had become second nature to me. My name is Shuya Hasumi. I'm 28 years old and work as a therapist. My job is to heal clients as a therapist. I offer services with the private certification I've obtained. Shuya, good work. A regular male client just walked in. Can you take him? This is Rui Hayakiyama, my friend since high school and the owner of this shop. He asked me if I wanted to help him run a relaxation salon, and now, here we are. By the way, he's not a therapist. His job is managing and running the shop. On busy days with many customers, he even helps out at the reception. Sorry for the sudden visit. I just couldn't resist getting treated by you, Hasumi-kun. It's no problem at all. You're always busy, so please take your time today. Oh, thank you. Your smiling kindness are always so soothing. Of course, your skills were excellent too. I'm glad to hear that. I'll do my best.
As expected of Shuya-kun, the clients trust him so much. We've been seeing more male clients recently too.
This is Miho Kinashi. She's a senior of both Rui and me, and she's also a female therapist at this shop. With her gentle smile and elegant speech, she's also my girlfriend. Indeed. Lately, it feels like his popularity has skyrocketed.
He's always studying something. Such a hard worker. I barely get to spend time with him these days. I need to work harder to make our clients happy too.
When I disappear to go to a treatment, Rui quietly starts to speak. Miho-san, I have a suggestion. I've been thinking of a way to put that guy in his place, the one who stole Miho-san from me. And I think I have it. Not long after this, things started to take an unexpected turn. Phew, okay, that's enough for today. I'll review it when I get home. I was studying in the break room after the store's closing hours. You're still here? Rui? And Miho's with you? I thought you two had already left.
I came back because there's something I wanted to discuss with you, Shuya.
I've been thinking a lot about the store's operations, how we can make the business more stable. Up until now, we've been accepting clients of all genders, but I'm thinking of re-evaluating our target demographic. Rui grinned as he watched my confused expression, not understanding where he was going with this. Starting next month, we'll be a women-only establishment. The decision is final. Huh? Out of the blue? What are you going to tell the male repeat customers? Don't worry about it. There are plenty of other relaxation salons. They can go elsewhere. It's true that the relaxation industry has seen a rise in the number of establishments in recent years, including large chain stores and small independent ones. But there are still many clients who won't feel comfortable unless they go to a shop or therapist they trust. If we are suddenly changing the shop's policy, it's our responsibility to explain it properly and sincerely, isn't it? I'll take care of that, so don't worry. Now let's get to the main point. You currently only work with male clients, right? Miho-san handles the female clients. You understand what this means, right? Rui pulls Miho close and gives a sinister smile. With that expression, I understood everything. I'd been betrayed by my friend Rui and had Miho taken from me. To maintain the business, we need to cut down on labor costs. If you don't have any clients to take care of, there's no point in staying, is there?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But I can't be with someone who's unemployed.
Didn't mean to, huh? That's Miho's usual line. And so, I suddenly found myself betrayed by my friend and my lover, forced to leave the shop. Not long after, I moved to a new place. I packed up Miho's belongings that were left in the room and placed them in the break room of the now empty shop. It felt so anticlimactic. After finishing unpacking, the overwhelming sense of loss suddenly hit me. What am I gonna do now? There's another relaxation salon nearby that welcomes experienced therapists. I could start working again immediately. However, the work of a therapist, which had been so ingrained in me during my days with them, now only stirs painful memories. I had been studying so hard. I wonder how the regulars are doing now. The faces of the clients who had always trusted me and frequented the shop flashed in my mind, bringing a renewed sense of anguish. Just as I was thinking of heading home to rest and buying some alcohol, I returned to my apartment.
Excuse me, are you my neighbor? Hello?
Oh, yes, hello. Gyaru. I've never interacted with someone like her before, and I'm not sure how to handle this.
You look a bit down, and you've bought quite a lot of stuff, haven't you?
Oh, just by coincidence. She sure is forward. Is this what they call gyaru communication skills?
I see. Well, don't overdo it, okay? I'm sure good things will come your way.
I don't know, though. She laughed and left, her cheerfulness like a passing storm. Since then, whenever we run into each other, we exchange greetings, but that's about it. She asks a lot of questions and is a bit intense, but she also keeps a comfortable distance. Even though I thought I wasn't good with gyarus, it actually feels nice. After being betrayed by both my friend and my lover, her balanced distance feels reassuring. But for some reason, I find myself being able to brush her off lightly as well. Maybe it's because being around her is just that easy. I was pondering this when suddenly...
Yeah!
Huh? What the? The blood-curdling scream sends shivers down my spine. That voice, it must be my neighbor. Sensing something was wrong, I cautiously decided to check on her. And then...
Neighbor! Please help me!
She was crouching outside her room, terrified. When she saw me, she crawled over, clinging to me for help. What happened?
There's a bug! A bug in my room!
What? It seems there was a bug in her room. But more importantly, could you please stop suddenly crossing the personal space line?
Oh, you really saved me. You're seriously a lifesaver.
Could you please let go? I caught the bug and released it outside, but now I'm the one who's caught. This doesn't add up.
Oh, come on. This is my way of showing gratitude and appreciation for a friend.
I'm not sure I understand. She laughed cheerfully, saying her name is Rina Himemiya, and now there's a spread of her homemade food before me.
Please have dinner. This is my thank you. Please.
Did you make all of this yourself?
Of course, I'm pretty confident in my cooking. Now dig in.
Thank you for the meal. The food was all delicious, with a well thought out balance and presentation, making me widen my eyes in surprise. This is delicious. It's a pleasant surprise that it's not some kind of dark matter.
Yes, dark matter. Wait, who said I have a dark matter-like personality?
I didn't say that. Besides, with your strong communication skills, I figured you would be talking to the bugs or something.
What kind of ability do you think I have? I'm the heroine, okay? I can't handle bugs outside, but not in my room. Bugs are fine, as long as they stay where they belong. But when they come into the room, it feels like they have bad intentions.
I'm not sure I understand. Bugs don't have bad intentions either. Despite saying that, my own words start to sting in my heart. No bad intentions, huh? That's what Miho always said. Maybe she thinks betraying me wasn't done with bad intentions either.
Are you okay?
Yeah, just an old wound acting up. Since the day of the bug incident, I've been invited to dinner by Himemiya-san. Her food is delicious, her place is tidy, and her cheerful personality makes me forget the bad things.
Hey, Hasuchi, can I ask you something?
Hasuchi? Another weird nickname. What is it?
Hasuchi, sometimes you look really sad. I'd like to know what happened.
Despite her light-hearted personality, it seems Himemiya-san noticed something in my expressions. After that, I ended up telling her most of my story. Maybe it was the alcohol, but I talked more than I should have.
I can't believe it. They suddenly betrayed you and told you to quit your job?
Himemiya-san listened to my story and roared with anger. It's the first time I've told anyone this story. Thank you for getting angry for me, Himemiya-san.
Of course I'm angry. Being betrayed by both your best friend and your lover?
Himemiya-san's voice trembles slightly. When I look at her, I see tears welling up in her eyes. Himemiya-san... She looked directly into my eyes, holding my hands. The gentle scent of her shampoo tickled my nose.
Hasuchi, come work at my place.
What?
I promise you won't regret it. I'm on your side, Hasuchi.
Her straightforward words touched me, and before I knew it, I was nodding.
Ta-da! This is Shuya Hasumi, the brave hero who saved Rina. But we can call him Hasuchi. Oh, it's my first time seeing a hero.
All I did was release a small spider outside, so I'm not exactly worthy of being called a hero.
He saved the princess without even using the master sword! A broom. Oh, beyond a hero then. I suppose we should call him a legend.
A few days later, Himemiya-san brought me to an acupuncture clinic. But someone, please help me. Hey, you two! Stop that! You're making him uncomfortable! Sorry about that. You're Shuya Hasumi-kun, right? I'm Shin Himemiya. Nice to meet you. He introduced himself as the owner of this acupuncture clinic. In truth, I've known about him for a while. Because he's a popular handsome acupuncturist everyone's talking about on social media and in the media right now. I never imagined that Himemiya-san's brother was the famous Shin the acupuncturist. I've heard about your situation from my sister. You used to work at a relaxation salon, right? Yes, but I don't have a national certification, so I can't do acupuncture. You were aiming to get one, right? My sister told me you were studying acupuncture. She must have noticed a book on acupuncture on my bookshelf that one time she came over. Please don't stare so intently at a man's bookshelf. I have nothing to hide. Yes, while working at my previous job, I attended a night program at a training school to learn acupuncture. Acupuncturists need a national license. You can't perform the treatment without passing the national exam. If you still have the desire to pursue this, why don't you work here while studying for the qualification? We offer other treatments besides acupuncture here. Let's work together! Yes, thank you for the opportunity! Later, I passed a hiring test and began working as a therapist again. Time passed, and I completed the 3-year night program at the acupuncture training school. Now, I'm fully focused on work. I was so sad when you left, Hasumi-kun. I'm so happy I can receive your treatment again. Some of my regular customers from the previous shop also came to see me. Apparently, they found out I was here through Shin-san's social media. Thank you so much. I'm sorry for what happened before. No, it's okay. I know it wasn't your fault. That shop has changed a lot since you left. One day, after closing the clinic and cleaning up outside, something unexpected happened. I never imagined I'd actually find you here, Shuya.
Shuya-kun, it's been a while.
What are you two doing here? This clinic is about 2 stations away from their shop. It was just luck that we hadn't crossed paths until now. Meeting them after all these years, they showed no signs of guilt. I guess that's how it is for those who inflict pain.
We saw your profile on social media recently and decided to visit. This is an acupuncture clinic, right? Are you working here?
Yeah, I'm having a good time working here now.
I see. I thought you might be lonely without me, but it looks like you're doing fine.
You are the one who left me for Rui, and yet you have the nerve to say that.
I didn't mean to. I had to do it for the shop. That's what Rui-kun said.
It doesn't matter anymore. It has nothing to do with me. I haven't heard that phrase in a long time. I didn't mean to. Miho probably uttered those words like a mantra, unaware of the pain she caused others. Just then, Rui, who had been eavesdropping on our conversation, snickered deliberately. Hey Shuya, without a national certification, what can you even do at an acupuncture clinic? They must have hired you out of pity, right? Or are you practicing without a license? That's a huge problem, isn't it? Don't be ridiculous. I am... Well, such a rude friend you have, Shuya. Shinsan appeared as if to interrupt my words. He stood quietly beside me, fixing his gaze on the two of them. Shinsan, I'm sorry for causing a scene here. It's okay. It seems you're not at fault here. His words were as calm as usual, but his eyes didn't reflect a single hint of a smile.
You're Shin Himemiya, the acupuncturist everyone's talking about, right? I found Shuya-kun through your social media and came to see him. I was really close to him before.
Yes, I've heard. You're the ex-girlfriend who suddenly betrayed Shuya, right?
Betrayed? No, I didn't. I really didn't mean to.
Hey, don't go attacking other people's girlfriends. Oh, so it's you, the one who kicked Shuya out and stole his girlfriend. Huh, kicked him out? That's a harsh way to put it. He left on his own accord. I just made a suggestion. Back then, I was working under a completely commission-based contractor agreement, and in the contract, there was a clause that allowed the contract to be terminated mid-term if necessary. Never in my wildest dream did I think my best friend would suggest terminating my contract. So what? I'm free to manage my contracts as I see fit. It was clearly stated in the agreement. He probably feels no guilt for betraying me. There isn't a trace of remorse in his demeanor. Shuya is now part of our team. He has obtained a national acupuncture license and is working here officially as an acupuncturist. What? No way! You didn't have an acupuncture license before. How did you? I've been studying all along. I thought it would be helpful to have acupuncture skills.
What? So back then, when we couldn't meet often at night, you were studying?
You always used to say, Rui, that you wanted to offer better services to make customers happier. That's why I wanted to support you, in my own way. I thought if I could do acupuncture, I could broaden our services. It would have benefited the shop. You never said anything about that. Because you betrayed me before I could. Bad timing, huh? But would it have changed anything if you had known? I'm already moving forward. I have no regrets about leaving you two behind. Just when I was about to tell them about my studies, they betrayed me, so I never got to say anything. But now, the new connections I've made with the Himemiya siblings and the other kind staff have given me the strength to move on. Seeing you two now, I feel nothing. Don't try to contact me again. Wait, Shuya, let's talk! Rui calls out, trying to catch up to me. But before he can, Miho pushes past him and reaches out to me instead.
Shuya-kun, I'm really sorry about what happened. I really didn't mean to. Rui-kun said we had to do it or the shop would go under. I never wanted to break up with you.
Rui looks shocked at Miho's words. He probably liked her and wanted to take her from me. But now that she's trying to come back to me, Rui must be feeling humiliated. I don't care about any of that. That's all I say. There's nothing more I want to convey.
Big brother, you look like you're having fun. Letting me join in.
The voice that didn't fit the mood belonged to Himemiya-san. Realizing the situation, she had come to support me.
Rina? Is that really you?
Miho looks at Himemiya-san in disbelief.
Who are you again? Just kidding. Of course I remember you.
Himemiya-san's smile disappears. The look and tone in her voice caused Miho to falter.
I never imagined that you were Hasuchi's ex-girlfriend. Back in high school, you knew he was my boyfriend and still took him away. Don't tell me you've forgotten.
Himemiya-san's unexpected words left me frozen in place. Back in her second year in high school, Himemiya-san and Miho were good friends, but...
Rina, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, but I fell in love with him. Why? I trusted you.
Since then, Rina Himemiya has kept her distance from people, wary of being betrayed again. That sense of distance I felt when I first met her was a result of this experience. She never wanted to feel the pain of being betrayed by someone she trusted ever again.
Oh, Rina, don't be like that. I really didn't mean to. I knew he was your boyfriend, but I just couldn't help falling for him. Didn't mean to, huh? Still your catchphrase, I see. But do you realize how many people you've hurt with your actions? It wasn't just me. Hasuchi, Shuya was deeply hurt too. You're like a bug that invades someone else's space without them noticing. No, you're worse than that.
Then Rina tightly grabs my arm and glares at Miho.
I'm not letting go of Shuya. He's my fiancé now.
Yes, Rina and I started dating a year ago and recently got engaged.
No way! That's horrible! You're marrying the man I loved? That's a betrayal. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Does that make it okay? Ugh.
Hey, after you kicked me out, I heard the shop changed a lot, didn't it? This was a shocking truth I learned from a former regular customer who visited recently. You can't tell customers that the treatment will cure them. That's a rule in this industry. I was surprised to see that the website had phrases like that. You know that's illegal, right? That's right. The treatments we provide as therapists aren't medical procedures, and certainly not something only doctors can perform. And Miho, I heard you're offering HIFU treatments to female clients. HIFU uses heat to tighten skin from within, typically for body sculpting. A regular customer informed me that Miho is currently offering this to female clients. If someone without a medical license performs HIFU, it violates medical law. Did you know that? Or did you secretly get a medical license when I wasn't looking? Previously, HIFU was widely available in aesthetic salons, but recently, it's been restricted to licensed medical professionals.
I didn't mean to. I thought saying it would cure them would reassure the clients, and offering HIFU would attract more female clients. I thought it was for the best. I'm so sorry.
In this industry, we must follow the rules correctly. We are entrusted with the care of our clients' bodies. Saying you didn't mean to isn't an excuse. You've always been like that. Pretending to be gentle, pretending to be kind. You would say I didn't mean to with teary eyes, and when things got tough, you would run away like that. You lack the imagination to consider how your actions might hurt others. And now, you've escalated into illegal activities, thinking it was for the best. Unforgivable. I never want to see you again. Goodbye. So what happened to Rui Hayakiyama and Miho Kinashi afterward? It turns out they were also performing other illegal procedures like Botox injections without a license. They were arrested for violating medical law. After shifting their focus to female clients and kicking me out, their business started to decline even further. Their desperate attempts to attract clients through illegal activities only escalated. If only we hadn't betrayed him. Naturally, their shop went out of business. Even after their release, they won't be able to return to this industry.
Bug! Shuya, help me! You little... You pretend to be harmless, but you just appear out of nowhere.
You're as lively as ever, Rina. You're in the middle of our wedding ceremony. After that, we got married. I never imagined I would end up marrying the girl who lived next door after moving. Now I can finally relax. You two, be happy. There may be things in this world where the excuse I didn't mean to might make them forgivable, or not. But it's important to stop and think about how your words and actions might affect someone. If you have a heart that cares for others, someone will care for you in return. I believe the world works that way. I'm gonna marry Mayu-chan when I grow up. Me too. Daikun too. We're gonna be together forever.
I love you both.
Dai, we are engaged. I see. Finally. I'm happy for you. My childhood friend's engaged. We said we'd be together forever. A faded memory. I'm Iori Nishi, 25. I had gotten engaged to my childhood friend, and I was telling my other friend, Dai Najimi.
Thank you, Dai-chan. I'm happy to hear you say that.
That was my fiancée and my childhood friend, Mayu Osana. We said we would all three get married. That was pretty cute of us. We all grew up in the same area. We've been together since kindergarten, and our parents were close too. We went to different high schools, but the same university. We're still close. The two of them started working after high school, and they commuted from home. I started dating Mayu in my 3rd year of university. Mayu asked me out. But Mayu chose Iori, that's all. Be happy, you two.
Dai-chan.
Dai, thank you. Dai congratulated us. I felt truly happy that the two of them were my childhood friends.
Iori, this month's utilities was about 37,000 yen. So can you put it into the account?
What? It went up again? That's more than last month.
Right? The electricity keeps going up. I hate it. Oh, and the rent's going up 10,000 yen.
Again? It just went up. I'll talk to the landlord.
I'll talk to them. You're busy with work. Leave all the house stuff to me.
Really? That's great. Thank you. We moved in together right after university. It's been almost 3 years. Mayu worked in apparel, but it must have been hard because she quit after a year. She works part-time now and takes care of all the house stuff. I need to work harder.
I love it! I'm counting on you, hubby.
I started working at a pharmaceutical company after university. I work as a medical representative and deal with doctors. I have a higher salary than other people my age, but the electricity bill and other expenses keep going up. On top of that, we are getting ready for a wedding. I have to earn more. That's what I thought. Is that Mayu and Dai? I had received an afternoon off for coming in on a weekend. I got home early. Those two, linking arms. It was different from when all three of us were together. I had a bad feeling. What? I was right. Mayu and Dai went into a motel looking too close. I felt goosebumps all over my body. No way. What was that? Possibly from the shocking scene. I felt nauseous. I stopped myself from running away and waited at a cafe near the motel entrance. They came out after 2 hours. I took a picture of them. What are you doing?
Iori? Why? What about work? This isn't...
It's a misunderstanding. Let's talk, okay? We'll talk later. Let's invite your parents and mine.
Wait, Iori?
Iori! They called after me desperately, but I didn't turn around to look at them. I left as fast as I could. I guess I'll stay at an internet cafe or something.
Ah, Japan really is the best! I wonder if he's doing well. Oh no, I thought about it again! I told myself I'd forget! May, you idiot! Oh, sorry. Ghost! I'm sorry. Ghosts are my only weakness. I'm sorry for bumping into you. Don't take me into the beyond just yet. Wait, are you Iori-kun? You are Iori-kun!
Kaneshiro-senpai?
Yeah, it is! Long time! You look, like you've been through it. You're getting dragged into the dark side. How about some tea? Come on, let's go somewhere. 2 hot coffees.
Be right up.
So, what happened? Did something happen?
I forgot to introduce you all. This is Mei Kaneshiro from uni, 1 year my senior. She was in my study group, so we've been close since then. It's been a while, but I told her about what I just saw earlier.
How could that happen?
I finished my story. I felt a little calmer. Maybe I just needed someone to listen.
I can't believe it. Your childhood friend cheating with your childhood friend.
Senpai balled up her fist. I was happy she felt so angry for me. Thank you, Senpai. I feel a little better now. Why are you here? Are you back from volunteering abroad?
Yeah, I just got back the day before yesterday. I need to settle down. But to run into you like this? Maybe this is a message from the universe.
Message? Mei looked down at the tables for a moment before looking at me with conviction in her eyes.
I like you. I liked you, so I ran away overseas.
What? For a moment, I couldn't understand what she was saying. It was so unexpected.
I'm sorry. Bad timing. But I couldn't hold it in.
You... me? Since when?
Since university? But when I realized my feelings, you already had Osana-san. The more I tried to forget, the more I remembered. So I figured I might as well go abroad. I thought I let it go. But then this happened.
I see. I was annoyed at myself for never noticing how my senpai felt.
I want to see you again. As friends, though. Is that okay?
My mature and thoughtful senpai looked like she might cry. Okay, I don't want to be unfaithful, so it will be after all this is resolved. I would love to see you again as friends.
Thank you! Oh, thank goodness!
If I didn't run into senpai like this, I don't know how I would have felt by myself. I was truly grateful to have run into her like this. Later, Mayu, Dai, our families, and I got together. The parents were all close because we grew up together. I apologize. I showed the picture I had taken and explained. There was a long silence before Mayu's father spoke out. I can't. How can I make up for this? What have you two done? Mayu, you were engaged to Yuri-kun.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yori and Dai-chan are both important to me.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hold in my feelings for Mayu. It was just once. I'm serious. Mayu sobbed. Dai had his forehead to the ground. Their words only made the parents angrier. How dare you? It's not okay because it was just once. You, my idiot son.
Dai-chan!
Dai's father was usually calm, but he hit him. The sound of the slap and Mayu's scream rang through the silent room. What's done is done. I want to discuss what happens now. I looked at the two of them coldly and spoke quietly. I'm sorry. We'll respect your decision. What you want to do, that's what matters. That day, since I saw them together, I've been sure. I told them. I'm cutting off the engagement. I will be asking for fees for breaking off the engagement. In terms of the amount, please discuss with each other. I don't want to see these two ever again.
Yori!
After discussion, the Osana family and Najimi family decided to split the payment. This was how I lost my fiancé and childhood friends at the same time.
I see! You decided to break up with Osana-san.
Yes, my heart was broken the moment I saw them. It was unfixable. We've been talking, but I haven't seen Kaneshiro-senpai since that day. It took a while for me to feel better after that,
but I was here to tell her what happened after. I really am grateful I ran into you that day. Otherwise, I might have self-destructed.
No, it wasn't like I could do anything. But I'm happy to hear that. It might take longer for you to truly feel better, but don't hold it in.
You're right. Thank you. Senpai spoke kindly, so my heart felt at ease. Maybe she casted a spell.
Okay, then let's go.
What? Where?
Isn't it obvious? Times like this, call for a foot massage.
What? I've never heard of that.
Yell a bunch and feel good. Release foot tension and be healthy. Let's go.
My first foot massage really did something. Senpai talked to me often, and we went to a lot of different places. I had no time to remember Mayu and Dai, all thanks to Senpai not letting me alone.
That was fun. I've never been to Joy Land before, but that was great. Thanks for coming with me, Iori-kun.
Thank you. It was my first time too. But that was fun. You should have told me you hate haunted houses. You looked terrified. It was hilarious.
It didn't look so scary. I didn't think it'd be so scary.
It was cute how scared you were. We had gone to an indoor theme park and just gotten back. Senpai's face turned red.
Let's go out again. Can we?
Of course. I'll invite you next time.
Okay. See you. Good night.
Good night. Be careful. We parted ways at the station and headed home. I am glad Senpai is here. She saved me.
I'm glad. Iori-kun looks better.
Senpai was walking home happily. Then,
Wait! That's Osana-san and Najimi-kun!
Senpai saw Dai and Mayu from behind. We went to the same university, but they weren't in our study group. I had introduced them to each other once.
I thought about Osana-san back then, but I don't think she remembers me.
We messed up. We had been so careful. Oh well.
I didn't think he'd be off for the afternoon if it weren't for that. They're talking about Iori-kun?
When she walked past them, she heard my name and stopped in her tracks. She pretended to wait for someone and listened to their conversation.
No way!
Okay, we'll take that here. Congratulations. Thank you. A few years later, Mei and I got married. There's no way I wouldn't have fallen for her after she stayed by my side. I had asked her out and we started dating. A few years later, here we were. I'll be back soon.
Okay, see you. Oh, can you withdraw money from our utilities from our joint account?
Got it. Our newlywed life was good. Unlike with Mei, we both took care of the finances. It's better if we can both see where our money goes. Mei had suggested it.
Who could it be? Who is it? What?
When Mei checked, she looked confused, so I asked her, "What?
It's...
What do you want? Why are you here?"
Oh, long time, Iori. I got your address from your parents. I apologized a bunch.
I heard you got married. We thought we would congratulate you. It was Mayu and Dai. I heard that they suddenly appeared in front of my parents. We still lived in the same area, so we weren't completely cut off from each other. The parents talked about my marriage, so the two of them heard about it and went to my parents. I don't want you to do that. I said I never want to see you both. Not seeing you is the best present you could give. Don't say that. Here, your favorite, Lovecoy's milk manjus. I got the red and white ones. Thanks. So that's done. Bye. Wait! I tried to close the door, but Dai shoved his foot in. What? Actually, we were hoping to... borrow a little bit of money. Huh? I was shocked by their sudden statement. You did what you did, and you are asking for money? I'm honestly in awe.
We know it's crazy to ask you. But, we've been friends since childhood. I don't think that kind of bond just goes away. You're the only one we can ask for something like this.
Mayu was just saying things that sounded good. My fury reached its peak. Back then, you were after my money, and now you're back for the same reason. And you call that a bond? Don't make me laugh. You make me sick.
What?
I must have hit the nail on the head. It was obvious that both of them felt attacked.
Back then? Yori, what are you saying?
I know. You two were cheating with my money.
What? What are you?
When we were living together, Mayu was taking care of all the finances. It was partially my fault for letting you, but you were exaggerating the utility bills and rent, right? You were having fun with the extra money. It was all so you could cheat.
What? How could you say that? You're the worst. I was working hard to help you out because you were busy.
Mayu started to sob. Well, fake sob.
Do you think he's just saying things? How about this?
Mei spoke out from behind me. She started to play something on her phone.
He's so funny. He hasn't noticed that you're asking for more than you need.
Hey, don't say it like I'm the only bad guy. It was your idea.
I know, but you said it was hard asking for money every time you go out. He doesn't even know that you were going out with me, though.
I was going to ask for even more after marrying him.
Right, then we could have dated in luxury without using our own money. Ugh.
I'm glad I recorded this. I guess it was worth keeping.
I found out the truth because Mei had recorded their conversation. Honestly, I thought about suing. But it was me who said I never wanted to see them again. I didn't want to go back on my word. I also didn't want to waste any more time on these two. I had wasted enough. I didn't want to decrease my time with Mei for revenge, so I settled on the broken engagement money. But you come here and ask me for money. You guys will not change until you're punished. I'm going in. Be prepared.
Wait, Yori! We won't bother you anymore. Forgive us.
Please, don't tell anyone.
I ignored them and slammed the door shut. Later. You said it was just one time. You were going out with Iori-kun for money to cheat with? The three families gathered for the first time since the engagement fiasco. Mei and I let them hear the recording. Mayu and Dai's parents' faces were pale with shock. You little, I'll teach you.
We're sorry.
The parents were furious at their children. With a lawyer to mediate, they made the two of them write an IOU. They promised to make sure the two of them would pay what they owe with interest. The two of them had to sell the house they lived in and return to their family homes.
They're dumb. They came for more when you could have asked them to pay, and now they have to pay even more.
I didn't ask them to pay for their sake. It was for mine.
You're right. Did they not have other people to ask? They came to you.
Oh, that's... The two of them were infamous among our mutual friends. They never paid back the money they borrowed. I'm sure they borrowed from them like they did from me. They won't have any freedom until they pay all the money back to them and me.
You earn money and trust. It can all go away in an instant. This might be harsh, but in the end you're strangers. You have to be smart about money.
Yeah, letting someone take care of it might show trust, but nothing's scarier than money troubles. Thanks to your suggestion, we can see each other's finances.
More than spending money, I like to see my savings go up.
I like to spend when I want to spend.
Then we need to start saving, so we can spend when we want to. Bean sprouts for dinner!
Oh, you're kidding! Trust is gone when the money is. You have the money and trust that you saved up. Japanese people are against talking about money. But it's important. There might be a lot of people who struggle to talk about it. To build a good relationship, I think it's important to think and talk about money together.
Ryota, I heard you won the top prize in the contest again. Congratulations! I'm proud to be your friend. I'm Ryota Shinonome. I'm studying graphic design at a vocational school. Mizuhiko Higa, from the same department, is my best friend. Thanks. I can keep going because you're always cheering me on. A few years later, after gaining enough experience, we started the Jikochu Design Office. Due to the investment ratio, Mizuhiko became the CEO, and I became a director. Your designs, Vice President Shinonome, have a great reputation among our clients. No, it's all thanks to President Higa that our office is doing well. Mizuhiko's family is wealthy, and a big part of why we could start our business was thanks to the financial support from Mizuhiko's parents. Also, with Mizuhiko using his family connections to secure contracts with major companies, our business was going smoothly. Following the advice of the Vice President, we were able to deliver the project smoothly. Thank you. No, all I did was break down and summarize the client's request. You have excellent design sense, and with enough listening, you will surely improve even more. Thank you very much. I'll ask for your advice again. Mizuhiko and I shared responsibilities between practical work and sales activities, and I thought it was going well. You are useless now. Thanks for everything up until now, though. What? It seems I was dismissed from my position as a director during an emergency shareholders meeting that I knew nothing about. Mizuhiko holds the majority of the shares in our company, so his decisions reflect his intentions. In other words, my dismissal was due to Mizuhiko's will. Mizuhiko, why? Did I do something to you? Heh, your very existence has always been an eyesore to me. As long as I could use you, I thought I would pretend to be friends, but our office's name is out there now. I've got top-notch design sense, and there are plenty of people who can replace you. You've got no more use to me. Mizuhiko's true feelings, after 5 years of friendship, deeply wounded my heart, and I left the company. After that, time passed, and now at 25, I work as a freelance graphic designer. I don't do much outside of work, only going out when necessary. I spend my days cooped out at home, working. Yes, I'm honored to be able to meet your company's requests. I look forward to working with you again. After being betrayed by Mizuhiko, I became distrustful of people and withdrew from the world. The backlash from trusting him so fully was overwhelming. I spent most of my time sleeping, but I forced myself to work so as not to worry my parents. As long as I met the client's request, I received compensation accordingly. Not having to interact face-to-face made it somewhat easier on my mind. But no matter how close a client is, I'm not willing to get any closer than necessary. I learned the hard way that you can't judge people by their outward appearances. No matter who they are, I'm always afraid I might be betrayed again. I know I can't keep going like this. I know it in my head, but I'm still not ready to connect with others. Just doing the bare minimum is all I can handle right now. Unless something changes, I might just stay like this forever. One day, as I left my apartment to go shopping, I found a stuffed rabbit on the hallway floor and picked it up. Maybe it belongs to that kid? Excuse me? Is this your child's? I noticed a mother and daughter nearby, and nervously showed them the stuffed animal.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. Look, May, say thank you. Thank you, mister.
You're welcome. That's a cute stuffed animal.
Yeah, it's my treasure.
I see. Take good care of it, okay?
Okay.
After returning the stuffed animal to the girl, the mother and daughter bowed their heads and entered the apartment next to mine. A treasure, huh? The pure and honest feelings they have.
They're too bright for someone like me right now. I knew someone had moved in next door recently, but these days, it's not uncommon for people not to introduce themselves after moving in due to safety concerns. After that, I didn't suddenly become close to them, of course. At most, we would greet each other if we passed in the hallway. People say that relationships in the city are superficial, but for me, that distance was actually comforting. Still, after feeling a stranger's kind gaze for the first time in a while, I felt a bit warmer inside. A few months later, as my days continued unchanged, my life was suddenly turned upside down by the sound of the doorbell.
Please help me! My daughter!
I tried to call my panicking neighbor as I listened to her situation. Apparently, her daughter had developed a fever, but she needed to leave the house for work. She's a single mother with no relatives nearby. Her husband passed away in an accident, and he was also alone with no family.
There was no time to hire a babysitter on such short notice, and she had no one else to turn to.
She must be pretty desperate to rely on someone like me. But is what she's saying really true? I know it's cold of me to feel suspicious even when seeing her like this, but there's a small child who might be suffering alone right now. Understood. I'll be right over. I decided I couldn't just leave them like this, or else I would have nightmares, so I headed next door. Just as Miss Eri Hanasaki, my neighbor, said, her daughter May was lying in bed, looking uncomfortable with a fever. She had given May the prescribed fever medicine, so she should feel better soon. Miss Hanasaki left for work with a relieved look on her face. I'm glad I trusted what she said. Time passed as I wiped May's sweat and changed her ice pillow.
Even though it was so sudden, thank you for helping us.
Miss Hanasaki thanked me when she returned home, and I went back to my apartment. After that, Miss Hanasaki and her daughter often visited my apartment, bringing small gifts. They said it was to thank me for that day, and that once wasn't enough.
Ryota, I bought these baked goods from a nearby patissier. Please have some if you like. May found a leaf shaped like Madame Mask for you, Ryota.
Madame Mask? That's the villain from that anime for little girls that's been airing recently, right? As I was thinking that while looking at the leaf May held out, Miss Hanasaki took it from her, and then...
Oh ho ho ho! If there's no rice, then let them eat fried rice!
Are you imitating Madame Mask?
Wow, Mommy! You're just like Madame Mask! Ryota, you should become Mr. Mask too!
Wait, I have to join in on this skit too? Several months passed, and I found myself gradually spending more time with the Hanasaki mother and daughter as they invited me out. It was probably a lot to do with May being a child, but before I knew it, my distrust of them had faded away. And along with that, my smile began to return, even if it was still a bit awkward. I have to thank them for helping me remember what it's like to feel happy and enjoy life again.
Ryota, let's build a sandcastle next!
I also started working with Miss Hanasaki professionally. She's the president of Lovekoi Cosmetics, and she asked me to design the packaging for their products.
Sorry about that. It seems May has really taken a liking to you, Ryota.
No, I'm happy when a child becomes attached to me. After a meeting at Lovekoi Cosmetics, we went to pick May up from daycare. Before I realized it, I was going out and interacting with people more often than before I met these two. I never thought I could change this much, not even a little while ago. I used to think I needed a catalyst for change, but now, I realized they were the catalyst I needed.
By the way, Ryota, what led you to become a freelancer? Did you decide to go independent after gaining experience?
Actually, my former business partner told me I was no longer needed. I hesitantly explained how Mizuhiko had betrayed me.
I see. So that's what happened. I get it now.
Miss Hanasaki seemed lost in thought. Unable to bear the silence, I let out a self-deprecating smile. Well, sometimes I blame myself and fall into self-loathing, thinking that I might have been part of the problem too.
not true. You're always considerate of others, Ryota. When you first spoke to Mei, you naturally crouched down to her level, right? It's a small thing, but that kind of consideration means a lot to me. That's why, on that day, I felt safe leaving my daughter in your care.
I had always wondered why she decided to rely on me when Mei had a fever. What might seem ordinary to one person can have significant meaning to another.
When I made an unreasonable request regarding the work, you carefully resolved each issue one by one. It seems like you really understood our feelings and what we put into the product, and that made me really happy. I think it's wonderful that you're so thoughtful of others, Ryota. So please, don't blame yourself or sacrifice too much. You deserve more praise. If you won't give it to yourself, then I'll pat you on the back for you. Just kidding.
I take pride in striving to meet the client's requests, especially when it comes to work. There were many tough times, but it feels good to know that Miss Hanasaki recognizes my efforts.
I like you too, Ryota. I'll pat you on the back too.
Hey, Mei! Be careful! Don't move so suddenly! As I was overwhelmed with emotion, Mei, who had apparently woken up, clung tightly to me. It was a bit suffocating, but I felt grateful to have met this mother and daughter. Meanwhile, at Jikochu Design Office,
Why are all the contracts being cancelled?
Mitsuhiko was struggling as client after client severed ties with the company. Even with the help of his parents' connections, it was becoming difficult to secure new contracts. Furthermore, with declining business, other employees started quitting, leading to a shortage of staff, which in turn caused the quality of work to drop. It was a vicious cycle.
Well then.
After arriving at the apartment and taking a break at Miss Hanasaki's place as a thank you for carrying Mei on my back, my phone rang with an incoming call from my previous workplace. Sorry, it's from my old workplace. Wondering what they could possibly want, I answered the call.
Yo, Ryota, it's time for you to come back to our company. There's no way you can do real work on your own, right?
Huh? Suddenly being asked to return to the company, and that arrogant tone on top of it, I was stunned, wondering what he was even thinking. Since I didn't immediately object, Mitsuhiko seemed to take my silence as agreement and continued talking.
Let's meet up somewhere and discuss the details. My usual cafe is fine, right?
Hey, wait a minute! Mitsuhiko hung up as soon as he finished saying what he wanted, without giving me a chance to respond.
What was that about?
When I briefly explained the situation, Miss Hanasaki's lips curled into a smile, as if she found it amusing. I'm not planning on meeting him.
No, I think you should meet that former friend.
What?
I have a suggestion.
A few weeks later, I was at the cafe Mitsuhiko had specified, but I didn't come here to meet with Mitsuhiko one-on-one.
Hello, Mr. Shinonome. Thank you for your time today.
I was accompanied by Miss Sagara, who had come with me to the cafe. Thank you as well. I appreciate you making time for this today.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Ryota.
Mitsuhiko arrived late, but I quickly noticed Miss Sagara sitting with me.
Who's that? Is she here for a job interview or something?
Of course, his guess was off, and I wondered how he could be so clueless. But before I could say anything, Mitsuhiko started speaking again.
Like I said over the phone, come back to our company. I can give you the same position as before.
Do you really think I would come back to your company after the way you betrayed me?
Of course, you only succeeded because of my sales efforts. I heard you're freelancing now, but you can't be getting much work, right? Stop pretending and take my hand. It's for your own good.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not lacking in clients. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably thank you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Actually, most of my clients were former clients of Jikochu Design Office. I've heard the stories, how you forced designs on clients that completely ignored their wishes.
What?
Yes, despite being withdrawn for a year and developing a fear of people,
I was able to succeed as a freelancer because former clients began reaching out to me. As a result, I know quite a bit about what's going on at his company. When I was there, I kept you from going off the rails, but after I was ousted, it seems things went exactly as I expected.
Wait, hold on. So your clients used to be ours?
Yes, at least I'm not the broke, jobless person you seem to think I am. In fact, I'm making more money now than I was before. Isn't it your company that's struggling for work?
Tch.
I paused for a moment, staring directly at Mizuhiko. Who in their right mind would want to work for the person who betrayed them? You'd have to be either a fool or too kind for your own good. Maybe I fit that description before I was betrayed, but I had no choice but to change. But even if we put that aside, I still wouldn't join your company. What we are doing is business, and our work depends on having clients. No one wants to follow a president who only pushes his own preferences and disregards everything else.
Then why did you come here today? Did you just want to see me fail and laugh at me?
Allow me to explain that.
Miss Sagara, who had been silent until now, placed her business card on the table.
A lawyer?
Yes, Miss Sagara is Lovekoi Cosmetics' legal counsel. She was introduced to me by Miss Hanasaki. By the way, she has a lawyer's badge clearly visible on her chest. How could he be so blind?
Recently, Mr. Shinonome retained my services. He wishes to file a claim for damages against your company for his unjust removal as a director.
What?
When I became a director at 20, I didn't know much about the law, and afterward, I was too focused on getting back on my feet. So, embarrassingly enough, I didn't even know I could file a claim for damages against Mizuhiko until recently.
Without an objective reason that would hinder Mr. Shinonome's duties, his removal cannot be considered justified. Therefore, we will seek the profit Mr. Shinonome would have earned had he remained until the end of his term.
No way!
Mizuhiko was speechless, but Miss Sagara wasn't done.
Additionally, I've been informed that Mr. Shinonome, who was the director at the time, was unaware of any emergency shareholders meeting. Also, Mr. Shinonome, though a minor shareholder, did not receive a notice of the shareholders meeting. I found this odd, so I checked the documents your company filed with the Legal Affairs Bureau. To be blunt, you forged the minutes of the emergency shareholders meeting, didn't you?
Ugh.
To convene a shareholder meeting, all directors must discuss and obtain a majority vote. Additionally, to convene a shareholder meeting, all shareholders must be notified. Therefore, it is impossible for a shareholder meeting to have taken place without Mr. Shinonome's knowledge.
This is also a very embarrassing admission, but at the time, I left everything regarding shareholder meetings to Mizuhiko, and I had no knowledge at all. I realize now how foolish I was as a director, blindly trusting his words,
"You're busy, so leave it all to me,"
as genuine kindness.
Yeah, I forged the minutes of the shareholder meeting. So what? Anyway, I own the majority of the company's shares. Even if a shareholder meeting were held, the result would be the same, so what does it matter?
Mizuhiko remains defiant, but Ayako sighs in exasperation.
Submitting false minutes of a shareholders' meeting is a crime of falsifying official documents. It is a serious crime punishable by up to 5 years in prison or a fine of up to 500,000 yen. Moreover, forging the minutes may also be considered a crime of forgery of private documents. Whether the outcome would be the same or not doesn't matter. You're nothing but a criminal.
No way!
Well, our discussion is over, so we'll be taking our leave now. You'll be formally notified in due course.
Wait, Ryota! Please don't sue me! We are friends, aren't we?
Friends, huh? Recalling a conversation with Hanasaki-san a few weeks ago, I give Mizuhiko a cold look.
Ryota-kun, you were probably wrongfully dismissed as a director.
Eriko was the first to point out the inconsistencies in my story. As a CEO of Lovekoi Cosmetics, she must be well versed in corporate law.
I think you should sue him. Because the fact that you were hurt is undeniable. From my perspective, betraying your feelings is a sin that the law can't fully punish.
You said it, didn't you? That you found me annoying for a long time.
Huh? No, that was just a figure of speech.
No matter how I interpret it, there's no way you've ever had any positive feelings toward me. You said that once the company was running smoothly, I had no more use to you. Don't pretend you forgot. And besides, I have no intention of working for someone who treats me like a mere pawn. A little while ago, I probably wouldn't have been able to say this. I might have ended up just blaming myself again. But I've changed, thanks to Eriko and Mei. Even if it wasn't genuine, there were times when your words truly made me happy. There were even times when I thought you were a treasure of a lifetime. How foolish of me. But those memories aren't enough to heal the wounds you've inflicted on my heart. Don't ever use the word friend with me again. It's a shallow, nauseating word coming from you. With those final words, I and Ayako left the scene for good.
Wait, Ryota, please!
Mizuhiko's desperate shouts are, of course, ignored. And so, I put an end to the grudge I held against Mizuhiko. Later, Mizuhiko faced both criminal and civil charges.
Damn it! I just envied Ryota's design skills and wanted to bring him down a notch. I thought I would feel better if I started the company from a better position than him.
It seems Mizuhiko had always harbored a complex about me.
Even when he was beneath me, he was always the same, and the employees only admired him. So I thought it would be better to just kick him out of the company, but that was just a futile effort. If only I had admitted his talent from the start. Maybe then... a lifetime treasure, huh?
Talking about what ifs won't change anything now. Mizuhiko must be realizing the harsh reality of how things turned out. Eriko Hanazaki, I've been attracted to you for a long time because you always encouraged me. Would you please go out with me? On the other hand, I had just confessed my love to Eriko in what was a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
Are you sure you want me, Ryota-kun? I have Megumi and I'll probably end up causing you a lot of trouble.
Yes, I would rather share that trouble with you and overcome it together. Of course, Mei's feelings are important too.
If Ryota becomes my dad, I'll be so happy. Mama, Ryota, and Megumi are all my treasures. Treasures? Yeah. I shouldn't suppress my feelings. I should be honest, like Megumi. Ryota-kun, I like you too. I'm looking forward to being with you.
Yes! When you're betrayed by someone you trust, you're sure to hit rock bottom. But not everyone betrays you. You realize that when you meet someone you can really trust. Trusting people is scary. That's why I believe that someone you can trust, someone you want to trust, is a treasure in life. Oh, I'm sorry, Masaya. Don't apologize, Dad. You've been pushing yourself too hard, haven't you? I'm Masaya Takasugi. Today, my dad suddenly collapsed and was hospitalized. The cause was a temporary lack of oxygen, blood, and glucose to his brain for some reason, which caused him to faint. Because of this, my father fell down this morning and was hospitalized with injuries. I'll be out of the hospital soon and back in the restaurant. My father has been running a restaurant since I was a kid, and now that I'm an adult, I help him run it. You don't have to worry about the restaurant right now. Just go to the hospital and get checked out properly. You've been injured, you know? If it wasn't for something like this, Dad, you wouldn't try to rest at all, would you? Masaya, I'm sorry. I'll leave the restaurant to you. Yeah, leave it to me. Although I said so, I'm not sure if I'll be okay. With anxiety, I prepared to open the restaurant. Earlier, I was just acting strong to reassure my dad.
But I have employees I can count on, so I'm sure we'll be fine. And I told my employees that my father had fallen ill and was hospitalized. And...
I'm quitting.
Huh? What? Masaru Orikawa, one of the employees, says in a matter-of-fact manner.
Without your father, you can't run this restaurant, can you?
It's true that I may not be as dependable as him, but I will never put you guys into trouble.
You don't have to worry about me.
Then, Orikawa grins and grabs the shoulder of the employee next to him.
I'm gonna quit this wrecked diner and open a stylish restaurant.
No way!
These guys said they would follow me too.
I didn't see this coming. The day my father collapsed, all the employees I trusted walked out of the restaurant at once. And 3 months later, Orikawa opened his restaurant near mine. I wonder how long they've been preparing for it.
I actually heard that guy complain.
Her name's Kyoko Yoshioka. She's one of her employees and one of the few who stayed on. I see. Did I do something to make him resent me?
No, that's not true. You always took care of us. And we are really grateful to the owner, your father, Masanori-san. Let's definitely protect this diner.
Kyoko-san, everyone, thank you. I'll do my best. The number of employees has been reduced to less than half, but for the sake of all the kind people who stayed here, I decided to do my best to keep this diner alive. However, the reality is harsh, and the number of customers continues to decrease day by day. A new trendy restaurant in the neighborhood seems to be thriving. The customers that used to come to our restaurant have drifted over there. If we don't do something, we'll continue to lose money. We have to do something.
Masaya-san. Hello? Do you want miso?
Whoa! What is it all of a sudden?
Oh? You are not the owner of this diner, are you?
Huh? Actually, I am the owner now.
Oh, is that right?
I'll cry if you say I look unreliable.
Oh no, there's no way I'd say that. Question!
Oh, whoa! What are you doing to my restaurant?
What is your favorite miso?
Like, are you asking red miso or white miso?
You only have one more chance remaining.
At least have a conversation with me, will you? Well, I don't remember the details, but I like the miso that my mom made.
Oh, your mother's?
Yeah, my mom. My dad divorced her when I was little, so I can't see her anymore, but... I'm sorry. I shouldn't have told you a story like this.
Hmm?
Please
let me work here. I don't need any salary.
Huh? Wait, calm down. What's going on? Her name is Misono Hahano. She really wants to work here, apparently. I'm sorry, but you're kinda suspicious.
Please let me live at your house in exchange for not getting paid. I don't have anywhere to go.
What? Apparently, she has 2 conditions to work without pay. She has to live in my house, and I have to use the miso she brings to my diner. Well, what in the world is that miso?
That's a secret, but I guarantee it's tasty and safety.
Misono-san's confident smile, and I was strangely charmed by it. I wonder, why does it make me feel nostalgic?
Masaya-san, isn't she nice? She's very energetic and cheerful. We're short on staff right now, so I don't think there's any reason to refuse her.
Kyoko-san puts her hand on my back and smiles gently. Indeed, she's right. You're right, Misono-san. I'd like you to start working from tomorrow.
I can even start today!
I'm still a little nervous about you. And then she brought her stuff to my place, and Misono really started working for us. She was not only affable, but also a good cook. And most importantly, the miso she brought was delicious. And then we decided to try her prototype dish to see if we could serve it in our diner.
Here! It's Misono Special Miso Soup! Please try it!
Thank you, I'll have some. Miso soup is one of the essential items on our menu.
Oh, it's delicious! It tastes very gentle, doesn't it?
Kyoko-san, who was tasting the miso soup with me, was in awe.
Hey, Masaya-san, you think it's delicious too, right? Huh? What? Masaya-san, what's wrong?
Huh? I seemed to be crying unconsciously. Kyoko-san and Misono-san were surprised. Oh, it's strange. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry, but somehow I feel so nostalgic. Maybe I'm the one who is most surprised. I just couldn't stop crying.
Please don't apologize, Masaya-san. Well, Misono-chan's miso soup is truly delicious. Misono-chan? Thank you very much. Don't cry, Misono-chan. Oh, jeez, what is with these people?
Kyoko-san calms down Misono-san and I, who started crying together. And from this day on, it was decided that miso soup made by Misono would be served at our diner. And the days went on, arranging the miso brought in by Misono into various dishes. Miso ramen, fried chicken kneaded with miso, miso ice cream, and more. All of the dishes proposed by Misono were delicious and have a nostalgic feel to them.
The miso here is really delicious. I'll be back, Masaya-kun.
It seems that the customers felt the same way, and they came back day after day to try the new miso dish. The restaurant has recovered to the point where there's a waiting list at lunchtime. Meanwhile, Orikawa notices that the number of customers out of my restaurant is returning.
Damn, I can't keep losing like this.
I heard from a friend that Orikawa is using multiple social media accounts to spread bad news about my restaurant. I heard that he's been tweeting about all kinds of things and even spreading bad rumors to the customers who come to my diner. I couldn't care less about it, but I'll have to keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't go too far. Good work, Misono. What's wrong?
Ah! You surprised me, Masaya-san. I was checking the miso.
When I looked, the miso in the china that Misono-chan brought to our restaurant was quite consumed. Ah, we've used it up quite a bit, huh? Your miso dishes have become so popular. I'd like to stock that miso again.
Oh, don't worry about the miso. I prepared some more yesterday for the next time.
Oh, you make that miso yourself, Misono-chan?
Well, yeah. Generally, it takes 10 months to make miso. But it's summer now, so it ferments faster. So I think it'll be ready around December. I think what we have is enough until December.
So, my diner will be able to continue to serve Misono-chan's miso. And at that time, Orikawa was still checking her social media day after day.
Heh? Super popular for the nostalgic taste? Miso dishes? Damn, I don't know who the hell did this, but they are so annoying. I'm not gonna let them keep going like this. Oh, huh? This account has been banned.
It seems that Misono's miso dishes were being talked about on social media, and Orikawa was getting frustrated by it. I'm home! I went to visit my dad in the hospital after work that day. When I came home, I found Misono standing cowered in front of a certain room.
Well, Masaya-san, sorry, I didn't mean to peek, but it was open and I could see.
Oh, it's okay. That room. There's no one living there anymore. I actually had a little sister once, but I bet if I told her that, she'll feel sorry.
Can I go in?
Huh? I don't think there's anything interesting in there though. Misono enters the room carefully and picks up one of the stuffed animals.
This was still...
Huh? Misono? What's wrong? That stuffed animal is really old, isn't it?
No, I just thought it was cute. Hey, Masaya-san, can I borrow this for a while?
Okay, but why? Oh, I see. Sleeping with a stuffed animal, huh? That's cute. Misono gets angry with a bit of embarrassment as I teased her.
Oh, what's wrong with that? I'm sure Nekomasa would be more than happy to sleep with me.
Sorry. You can do whatever you want with it.
Thank you. Well then, good night.
Yeah, good night, Misono-chan. In the room where Misono-chan left, I was confused. Misono-chan, why? How did you know Nekomasa's name? That stuffed animal is not officially named Nekomasa by the manufacturer. It's just a nameless stuffed animal, and the person who named it Nekomasa was... I spent a sleepless night with my thoughts going round and round that day. And one day, after we had restored the business thanks to Misono-chan, a crazy man comes into the restaurant.
Hey! You're causing me trouble, Mr. Takasugi!
Orikawa, what do you want?
Stop taking my customers away!
Huh. All because Orikawa opened a restaurant nearby, our business went down the drain. What is he talking about? I didn't do anything. Unlike you, I didn't spread bad rumors about someone else's restaurant either.
What do you mean? Don't make accusations!
My classmates and customers told me you've been spreading terrible rumors about us on social media. I could sue you for defamation, you know?
Don't be ridiculous! I won't forgive you if you do that! Anyway, we're having trouble because we're losing customers! Close this shabby restaurant already!
Oh? It's not cool to take it out on others just because you're not a good cook, is it?
What? You. It must be you, huh? You're the one who's making those popular miso dishes, right? I'll hire you at my restaurant, so quit your job and come work for me.
Orikawa tugs Misono's hand. Seeing Misono's face contorted in pain, my blood rushes to my head. Hey, that's enough. Let go of Masami.
Huh? Masiya-san?
You're Masami, right?
How did you...
How can I not realize that you're my little sister? I felt so nostalgic seeing you somehow. And you knew about Nekomasa too.
So you knew? Sorry I didn't tell you. I wanted to know what kind of person my brother is.
Masami, this is my birthday present to you.
Cat! So cute! Thank you, Oni-chan. I'm going to name her Nekomasa.
It must have been when I was in 2nd grade. I had a little sister who had just turned 5. She happily named the small stuffed cat Nekomasa.
I don't remember much about those days, but I did remember about Nekomasa. After I left home with my mom, I cried over and over again, pestering her to go back to the house to get Nekomasa back. I only had a faint memory of you, and I only heard about you a few days before my mom passed away. Masami, I'm sorry. I don't have much time left. I'm sure your father is still at this address. And maybe your brother too. When I'm gone, and you are in trouble, you should rely on them. And when you see the two of them, I want you to tell them that
My mother, whom I have not seen since the two of them left home, when I heard that she has passed away, my eyes filled with tears.
I was happy to spend time with you. You didn't know that I'm your sister, and you were still kind to me. Mr. Orikawa, I only want to work at this restaurant. The precious miso that was entrusted to me by my mother. I will never give it to you. This miso is the precious miso that my mother made for my brother and father.
Mom did? My parents divorced when I was in elementary school. My mother's miso, which I loved the most in the world. I see. That's why I couldn't stop crying that day, just because I ate it.
Masaya-san, Misono, the police is here.
You, come with me to the station.
What? Police? Damn it! Why me?
He made a scene at the restaurant that was open for business. He obviously obstructed my business, so Kyoko-san called the police. So, Orikawa was taken away on suspicion of obstructing my business. However, he was so stubborn, and a month later, he came again.
Takasugi!
He's here again.
Maybe he actually loves you, Oni-chan?
That makes me feel nauseous.
But Masami's cute. Masami started calling me Oni-chan since Orikawa's police incident, and that's so cute.
Hey, don't ignore me!
What the hell, Orikawa? If you make a fuss again, I'll call the police again.
Wait! It's not that! My restaurant is in trouble! Help me out!
Huh? You're on your own.
Well, I can't, so hire me here.
I heard that the taste of Orikawa's food was not worth the price. After all, the police incident at my restaurant was the final straw, and naturally, the bad reputation spread quickly.
I'm home.
Dad? Huh? You got discharged? If you had called me, I would have gone to pick you up.
I thought you'd be busy, so... Fortunately, my condition improved, so I was discharged. By the way, you seem to be making a lot of fuss, huh? Orikawa-kun?
Oh, sir.
Kyoko-chan told me all about it. You betrayed my son and caused him a lot of trouble, didn't you? You made him suffer so much, and now you want him to help you because you're in trouble? Don't make me laugh. Even if my son forgives you, I, his father, will never forgive you.
I'm sorry.
Frightened by my father's dignified words, Orikawa quickly ran away. My dad sighs and opens his eyes in surprise when he notices Masami.
Are you, perhaps, Masami?
How did you know?
Of course I can tell, because you look exactly like your mother. You've grown up, huh? You used to be so small.
My dad says she looks just like our mom with kind eyes. I wonder if my father still had feelings for my mom. I don't know the reason why they divorced.
Masami, I'm sorry for being a bad father and making you feel lonely. How's your mother doing?
She got sick and passed away the other day. She asked me to deliver miso to you. I'm sure he's still having trouble with my miso. She told me that before she passed away.
I see. She passed away, huh? I couldn't give anything back to her. And I'm sorry to you guys too, for keeping you apart, even though you're siblings.
Dad's shoulders were shaking as he turned his back to us, so we wouldn't see his face. Then my dad retired, but today, he was unusually standing in the kitchen. Dad, what are you doing?
I'm trying to make miso sauce with your mom's miso. This is the last miso she made. I want to keep the last miso that she made forever.
Mom's handmade miso that Masami brought is about to run out. Oh, I see. If we make miso sauce out of it, we can keep it forever.
We can maintain the flavor of the sauce by making it taste really strong. By doing that, even if we reload it with new sauce, it will taste pretty much the same.
The secret sauce often found in long-established restaurants is preserved that way. By using the sauce and adding new sauce every day, and with strict sanitation measures, no bacteria can grow, and even after his retirement, my dad continues to manage this sauce.
I've put you through a lot of hardship. Thank you for giving me the two treasures, Masaya and Masami.
I watch over my dad's back as he prepares the sauce. Occasionally, he talks to my mom in a quiet voice. My parents' secret miso sauce has gained a great reputation, and our restaurant is thriving even now. On the other hand, Orikawa's restaurant went out of business. He tried to revive his business again, but it went down without a trace. My dad was not willing to forgive Orikawa and his former employees who went with him. He said he made it impossible for them to get a job in this town. My dad has lived in this area for so long, so I guess he could do what I can't. I have no way of knowing what he exactly did or where Orikawa and the others are now. And by the way, I started dating Kyoko. My sister Masami is still the main chef at our restaurant. Kyoko, thank you. The only reason I've been able to do my best is because you've stayed at this restaurant.
Oh, you two are so lovey-dovey. I'm looking forward to your wedding.
Hey, Masami! Stop teasing us!
Masami-chan? Well, if you're going to make fun of us, I'll call you Misono-chan again, okay?
By the way, when I asked her why she called herself Hahano Misono, she said that she quickly connected the word mother and miso.
I'm going to make you cry by letting you hear the words from Mom at your wedding. Masaya, you are my treasure. Please be happy.
Me and Masami, we have seen and experienced completely different things, but that's what makes our life together so special. As we gradually make up for the time we have been apart, I hope to treasure each day that I spend with her from now on. My name is Toyama Ryosuke. I'm a 20-year-old salesman working for an average IT venture company. I've been dating my girlfriend, Izumi Arina, for about 2 years, and we've had no particular problems up until now.
I'm sorry, Ryosuke. I'm busy with work this weekend too.
I see. Don't worry about it. Good luck with your work. I've been worried about not seeing you much lately. I've been busy, but Arina has also been working hard on her days off. Arina has been working on Saturdays lately, and we haven't been able to meet on Sundays because she's tired. It's getting slower and slower to get messages read on messaging apps, and we've been calling less and less. Okay, let's have a proper discussion with Arina once that matter is settled. So I decided to focus on work until Arina's schedule settled down. The next day, I put even more effort into my work. In contrast to my private life, my work was going smoothly.
Good morning, Toyama-kun. You seem to be working hard today too.
Good morning, Oshida-san. She's Oshida Chie. She's 1 year older than me, and is the promising ace of the engineering department. The story of how she saved the biggest project in the history of her company from a firestorm is still talked about today. Whenever the topic comes up at a drinking party, she always tells the same story.
It's thanks to Toyama that the project went smoothly. I couldn't have done anything about such a big incident on my own.
Yes, that incident was so serious that it could be said to have threatened the very existence of the company's engineering department. Around November 2 years ago, due to circumstances at our client's company, our planned schedule was thrown off course.
What's going on, manager? Not only have there been sudden changes to the specifications, but the delivery date has been shortened.
I'm sorry, but this is a request from a major client. They also have various circumstances.
And it's impossible. At this rate, I won't be able to take a proper break from now until after the new year.
Can't you do something about it? Look, you're a promising young ace. I'm counting on you, right?
Don't mess around.
Naturally, there was a big uproar within the company.
This is no death march. I can't even take 10 days off in 3 months.
I'm giving up my New Year's holiday. I might as well just disappear.
Whoa, are you serious? But with this schedule, someone might actually do it.
If one person leaves, the burden will fall on someone else, and a chain reaction will result in more people leaving. Though they felt the company was in danger of falling apart, the higher-ups were giving in to their customers and were unable to do anything.
In the midst of all this, Toyama-kun stepped up and said he would do something about it. He was so enthusiastic that he said, "I'm a salesman and I'll talk to the other party and convince them."
At the time, I was completely absorbed in it. I thought that even if I failed, it was better than not trying at all.
Toyama-kun was really reliable and cool at that time. And what's more, he actually managed to convince the other party.
Thank you. After that, it was a success thanks to the hard work of the engineering department led by Oshida-san.
Thank you. Even so, Toyama-kun, you've been doing really well since that incident. Everyone was surprised when you got a lot of big contracts. As a result, you became the sales manager that same year. You're really impressive.
Oshida-san smiled and gently placed her hand on my shoulder.
That's only natural, considering your track record. It's no wonder that story came up.
Thank you. Now all I need is for Ejima-san to return safely. As if on cue, the doors to the company were slammed open.
Director Toyama, we did it! We got the contract!
Whoa, really, Ejima-san?
That's amazing.
As if responding to our calls, the other employees applauded.
Thank you, everyone. We did our best.
The girl smiling happily is Ejima Yumi. She's a new employee who joined the sales department this year. She's very cheerful and articulate, and has excellent communication skills. People had high hopes that she would do well in sales, but she had been struggling with not doing well for a long time. I'm so glad. It's been a few months since the new employee training ended. Actually, Ejima-san had been confiding in me a concern.
Toyama-san, I wonder if I don't have any talent for sales. If I keep going like this, I'll end up causing trouble for the company.
That's not true. You've only been in the company for a few months, and there's no problem with your aptitude. Be confident. We're a startup, that's why you'll be going out on your own to do sales fairly quickly, and you'll be independent as early as June. Okay, then come with me in sales for a while. I accompanied her for a while, visiting clients, and today, Ejima-san finally visited a client on her own. And she has come back, having won her long-awaited first contract. Congratulations! I'm happy to hear good news first thing in the morning, Ejima-san.
Boss Toyama, thank you so much. I will pass on this gratitude to future generations.
You don't have to go that far.
Since that project has been decided, does that mean I'll be assigned to it?
That's probably right. Yoshida-san's the only person I can trust with the role of project leader.
Chia-san, please. I'm counting on you.
Okay, I get it. I'll make sure Ayumi-chan's memorable first contract project is a success.
Alright, let's go eat some high-class sushi to cheer ourselves today. I'll treat you too.
Oh, you're so generous, Toyama-kun. Shall we treat each other then?
Are you sure, boss? Thank you.
And after finishing work for the day, we immediately headed to a high-end sushi restaurant. Toyama had made a reservation for 3 people.
We've been waiting for you, Toyama-sama. Please take a seat here.
This is the first time I've been to such an expensive-looking restaurant.
As expected of our main earner, he's different.
Please stop. I sometimes use this place for entertaining, so today's special. As I was shown to my seat, I noticed an unexpected person sitting nearby. Arina? Why is she here? And that person is...
Ryosuke? No way!
What? Who's this guy? There, I saw my girlfriend Arina, dressed in the most flashy clothes I had ever seen her in. The man was a young man who looked like a businessman, but no matter how I looked at him, it didn't look like they were just business associates.
This guy is constantly following me around.
Suddenly, in a panic, Arina pointed at me and said that. What? Hey, don't mess with my women! My women? Huh? Cheating?
I'm not cheating. We've already broken up, so don't talk to me.
For a moment, I didn't understand what she was saying, and my mind went blank. But I immediately understood what Arina was trying to say. There's a good chance that Arina was cheating on me with this guy. Since she had been found out, she decided she had no choice but to cut one of us off, and so I was chosen. Do you want me to be that pathetic ex-boyfriend who keeps asking to get back together even though we've already broken up? I never thought Arina was this kind of woman. She said she was working on a holiday, but she was probably just meeting him. After that, Arina continued to insult me, and my feelings for her completely cooled. Okay, so we've broken up. That's fine. Goodbye.
Yes. Right now, I'm devoted to Shinya.
If that's how it is, don't talk to my women anymore. If I make things worse by saying, you were the one who's cheating on me, it'll cause trouble for the restaurant. You didn't have to say that. Don't worry, I don't want to be involved with you again.
Toyama-kun, are you okay?
Don't worry about it, you two. I'm sorry. It's a special celebration. Let's just enjoy ourselves without worrying about it.
But
The two of them looked at each other worriedly. Then, Oshida-san mutters.
So that means Toyama-kun doesn't have a girlfriend anymore, right?
The mood in the room suddenly changed, but I answered jokingly. That's right. So I'm looking for a girlfriend now.
Oh, I see. That's good to hear. This is the happiest news today. I'm sure Ayumi-chan has her head full of thoughts about her first contract.
But no, I think I'm even happier about this. I'm suddenly motivated now.
Oh no! Huh? Hey, why did the sparks fly? While we were doing this, a beautiful plate of sushi was laid out in front of us.
Here you go. I've picked out today's recommended toppings.
Wow, it's shining.
This is amazing. It's no wonder this is the most famous high-end restaurant around here.
Feel free to eat as much as you like, you two. Today's a celebration after all. The two of them gobbled down the sushi, and then...
Oh, it's delicious. It's plump and soft, and my mouth feels so happy.
Really? I've never eaten such delicious sushi.
Ryosuke, I'm so glad I got the contract. I'll continue to work hard for sushi.
Well, I can't treat you every time, you know. Arina and the man were grinning as they talked to each other, as if they had heard our conversation. He celebrated by eating sushi just because he got a contract. How much work do you normally have?
Apparently, there was a big scandal going on before.
So it's a typical unethical company, huh? And people from that kind of company are eating at a restaurant like this? They must have been pushing themselves too hard. They continue speaking loudly as if to make us listen to them. They're insidious and nasty.
Hold it in, Ayumi. Oh no, I can't forgive you for saying bad things about the chief.
Ejima-san is trembling, as if she's trying to hold it in. Oshida-san appears calm, but is clearly angry. I'm sorry, both of you. I made you feel bad. Then, perhaps because they were pleased that I didn't say anything back, the two of them escalated their bad-mouthing. I hit the nail on the head, so there's no way he can argue back. What a pathetic guy. He's definitely a low-income earner.
In comparison, Shinya works for a first-class company, so he makes a lot of money and is great. The other day, he even bought me a luxury car, unlike some stingy ex-boyfriend.
Stingy, huh? I've given her expensive presents on anniversaries before. I thought I had chosen them carefully, thinking it would make Arina happy, but it seems the only value to her was the price. I'm getting a headache. Why did I date a girl like that? I thought she was a kind woman when we were dating, but it seems she was just pretending. She must have stopped pretending when I found out she was cheating on me. I'm glad I found out her true nature before our relationship got any further.
Hey customer, stop being so rude. You're causing trouble for other customers.
What? Are you taking the side of that poor guy? I think you should take my side since I work for a first-class company, for the sake of your future.
That's right. People from black companies like that rarely come to a place like this, you know.
The owner couldn't stand to watch and tried to gently stop them, but the man wouldn't listen. Then...
Can I ask you one question?
Then, surprisingly, it was Chiyoshida who called out to the two of them.
Why do you guys assume that Ryosuke is poor?
What? Of course! It's because the company he works for is on a different level.
That's right. I know that you guys are a small to medium-sized venture company. It's true that we are a venture company, but we're doing well and the salaries are pretty high. Also, as a PM, I know a little about the internal affairs. And Ryosuke-san, with his special bonus and various allowances, should have one of the highest incomes in the company.
In the company? You mean within your bottom tier company, right? Then tell me how much you actually made last year.
I sigh deeply at the man who is grinning so much that I can see his desire to embarrass me. If it was just me, I could have just brushed him off, but this time, Oshida-san's reputation is at stake too. I was hesitant to say my annual income in public, but in this situation, I have no choice. It's about 10 million yen.
10 million? Don't make things up.
No way! Shia said it was about 6 million, right?
That's got to be a lie on his part. A lowlife trying to show off in the hopes that no one will find out.
The two of them were visibly embarrassed as they spoke. It wasn't a lie, but unfortunately, we didn't have anything to prove it.
In the first place, I've earned around 6 million yen as well. Would it be okay if I showed you the bank transfer details? Well, I don't think they would. He definitely earns more than me, so he's at least higher paid than you.
Oshida-san spoke with determination. With such an unwavering voice, the man was forced to believe that this story was true. Arina's face was red, and she was gritting her teeth in frustration, glancing back and forth between me and the man.
You must have had a lot of bonus last year. But I work for a first-class company called Soko Technology. My future prospects are different from yours.
You're right. Even if the annual salary is a little higher, stability and future prospects are more important.
Having already given up on me, Arina couldn't back out any longer and agreed with the man with a grimacing face. I see. You're an employee of Soko Technology, huh?
Yes. What do you think? I'll forgive you if you apologize.
Soko Technology is definitely a subcontractor for Love Maker, right?
Yeah, it's one of the biggest companies in the industry. Ejima-san and I went to say hello together before, right?
Oh, isn't Love Maker the company that Toyama-kun is going to be poached from?
Huh?
Yes, I've decided to transfer to Love Maker, a major company soon. Love Maker was originally a regular customer of ours. Through repeated transactions and building trust, my achievements so far have been recognized, and there has been a talk of me being headhunted. Since I've only just become a manager, it'll be a while before I transfer, but the deal is almost done. By the way, we also do business with the company this guy works for, but I don't know him. From that fact, I can guess what kind of position he holds in the company. Upon hearing this, Arina and the man's expressions instantly change.
You're going to Love Maker? Aren't they our #1 client?
You're kidding me, Ryosuke. You're transferring to such a big company? Why didn't you tell me?
I was planning to tell you once we had officially settled on the details, and about our future together. But you were the one who never tried to meet up, right? Well, it seems like you were just cheating on me.
So, does that mean you, sir, will be one of our clients in the future?
I wonder. After all, I'm a low-level, unethical company employee. Anyway, that's enough. Don't get involved with me anymore. Also, you guys are a nuisance to this restaurant. I think you should hurry up and leave. I apologized to the chef who was watching over us, and he smiled. He's a calm and kind chef. Now I can finally eat in peace. Or so I thought.
Wait a moment. Let me apologize for my rudeness up until now. I'm sorry. The truth is, my reputation within the company is pretty bad. If it becomes known that I've been rude to someone from Love Maker.
Is that so? I'm not a member of Love Maker yet, and most importantly, it has nothing to do with me.
Don't be so mean. If I cause any more trouble, I'll not only be demoted, I'll be fired.
This guy seems to be a pretty problematic employee, and there's no hope for him if he keeps treating people like that.
What's that? That's not what I was told. I chose you because they said you had a bright future, but you're a total loser.
Shut up! I was just playing around with you until the heat died down at the office.
What are you talking about?
The two of them were having an ugly argument. The surrounding customers were watching their argument with annoyance.
Damn, I can't take it anymore.
Wait, Shia!
Unable to bear it any longer, the man finally ran away.
Hey, wait a second. Where's the bill here? I don't have any cash on me.
By the time she frantically tried to stop him, he was already out of sight. Arina was left alone, and the painful gazes of the entire restaurant pierced her. Please leave now, customer, and please pay the bill.
Well, I don't have any cash on me right now.
Are you saying you ate and drank without paying? I'll call the cops then.
Wait, hold on a second. I can bring my wallet when I get home and pay you back.
Can you do that, please?
Hey, Ryosuke, I've got something to talk to you about.
Arina's attitude has completely changed, and she speaks to me in a sweet voice.
Ryosuke, you're an amazing person. I've changed my opinion of you.
I am completely disappointed in you. Why don't you just hurry up and pay the bill and go home?
Don't say that. If you don't mind, you can talk about getting back together with me.
That's friggin' impossible. I have no intention of ever having anything to do with you again.
Do something about that. At least pay for this. I came here in Shia's car, so I don't have a way to go home now. I don't have my wallet, so I can't even get on the train. You want me to walk home like this? I'm in high heels.
It's none of my business. To what extent do you only think about your own convenience? I never thought you were such a woman. It's ironic that you're in sales but have no eyes for people.
I can't pay the bill, but can I give you at least your train fare?
Really? Thank you, but that would be a great help.
I don't mind. You should apologize to Ryosuke properly and ask him for the 300 yen.
Wait, I got carried away.
But Arina had no choice and bowed to us with a bitter look on her face.
I'm sorry for saying such terrible things to you and cheating on you. Please give me 300 yen.
It must be quite humiliating for her to ask for small change after she had just called us an unethical company employee and low-income earner. But perhaps unable to bear the cold stares from those around her, Arina seemed to want to leave the place as soon as possible. Oh yeah, that's right. By the way, what's your boyfriend's name?
Shinya! Konaka Shinya!
In the end, Arina received 100 yen from each of us, put her bag down, and quickly went to get her wallet. After that, I reported the whole incident to the other party. It seems that the man, Konaka Shinya, has received a severe scolding. As expected, he has been transferred to a local subsidiary, and his salary has been drastically reduced. No, that didn't happen. Instead, a number of other problems have been found. You are dismissed as of today.
No way! How did this happen?
Konaka Shinya has been fired from the company, and more problems just kept on coming. Nobuya Konaka, who is now financially strapped, declared that he will refuse to pay the loans on the things he gave to Arina.
What do you mean, sell the car? You gave it to me, didn't you?
Shut up! I can't afford that anymore. It's in my name. I can do whatever I want. And you'll also have to pay off your brand name items that I had a loan for starting next month, or I'll sell them off.
What? There's no way I can pay that. How did it come to this? It's the worst.
It's ironic that these two greedy people ended up fighting over money until the very end. After that, the decision to headhunt me was made official, and I'll be leaving this company this year.
I only have a few more months to work with Ryosuke.
From now on, we can work together as business partners. I intend to teach Ejima-san everything I can in the time I have left.
You can leave the project to me and relax. The bigger question is, who will make the most of the time they have left, right?
That's right. I won't lose.
Me either.
It seems like there's a big rivalry going on between these two. From that day on, they became much more forward with me. Thanks to Arina, unexpectedly, the distance between me and the two of them ended up getting closer. Even if we work in different places, I feel like my relationship with these two will continue in the future.